So this is rather interesting, and it has been trending for a while now. Simon Ekpa has been jailed in Finland for 6 years for terrorism in Nigeria. So this story has garnered a lot of attention, and I just want us to briefly touch on it. Now, my question is, before I let Ms. Ifoma take up the entirety of the questions, but my first question now is, how did a Finnish court build a case that is strong enough to jail Simon Ekpa for 6 years for terrorism, tax fraud, and all of that without a license? Let me start with you, Mr. Daniel.
Well, Simon Ekpa's case has been a very touchy one, and it's been on until Nigerian government decided to act to petition the authorities in Finland to tell them that this guy is seriously destroying a particular region, that is the southeast region. And that is a proceed of the incarceration of Nnamdi. And this is where all
that was where it started.
The whole thing started from. And the truth about it is that in as much as there is Simon Ekpa has been jailed, but the issue is, in a sensible government, what I think they should be looking at is, what are the agitations of these people, and how to fix those agitations should be the paramount thing to do.
Okay.
Yes, in as much as Simon Ekpa went the wrong way, having some offshoots of people who derailed and started, destabilizing the region. The way the white men behave is not the way we do things. When you lay a complaint, they investigate, they follow the person up. It might take them 10 years to conclude their investigation. It might take them 20 years to conclude their investigation on a particular thing. And they will make sure they have substantive evidences that will be used to nail you, and it will be very visible. He was making a lot of incitements. He was on podcasts and every now and then. There are some incitements here and there. And that was how the sit-at-home started. One of the issues we have about the sit-at-home is that the southeast region, has been seriously punctured, in the sense that when you asking your people to sit at home, you are not just only killing their businesses.
Yes.
You are destroying the economy of that region.
Yes.
And that is the truth. Now, you're crying about marginalization of the southeast, because this is the process of it.
Yes.
Because we are not running an all-inclusive government. Now, if you keep your people at home, the people that are the masterminder of the marginalization, it doesn't concern them.
All right.
There are two questions they are going to ask. What is that economy that comes from your region? One. And how much vote do you people contribute when it comes to voting? These are things they look at. And when they say that there's no significant value we add, they think we add. But you cannot rule Southeast out of
Nigeria,
out of the whole world.
Yeah.
Just yesterday, more than 5 of our medical doctors were called into a committee to look into something in the United States. More than 5 from the southeastern place. It's all over the news.
Amazing.
You understand? So the truth about it is that people were crying marginalization. I was thinking that they will always sit down and listen.
All right.
Our own aspect is quite different from the terrorism, which that one is business. This particular side in the southeast, we have there's one voice, and the voice is that we don't feel included. So what they needed to do is to sit down and say, okay, we've had this cry. we are going to do this. Throw the thing on the table.
All right.
Let's do this and
Thank
do the
you,
right
Mr.
thing.
All right,
Daniel.
thank you so much for that. So I will be coming to you, Mr. Oladimeji. Now, the court claimed that Simon Ekpa supplied weapons, explosives, and ammunition to separatist groups and incited terrorism from Finland. Does this expose Nigerians' own gaps in intelligence or justice system? I mean, what could you say? What can you say about the justice system there in Finland and the justice system here in Nigeria?
If you're asking me to compare street with that.
The difference is
That's what it is. In Finland, like Conway said, like other thin clients, they investigate matters unbiasedly without, care for whose horse is God. Simon Ekpa, demonized himself and rightly he called for exorcism. He's responsible for the whole, and I don't know which of the political players he signed on to cause this destabilization from that region. But I know that this is not in isolation. It is politically motivated. It's very much politically motivated, destabilize the region, create, as many apathy, electoral apathy as you can during elections. That's where it started from. From onset, what they call it now, conflict mentioned that everybody is being segregated against. Like, only one that word again, you just keep me now. Every region is being segregated against, every region is being abused in its own right. And the same, the Southeast. But you see, when you are dealing with politicians like ours, you must be very scientific and careful in dealing with them so that you don't give them the pass to come at you. And that's what ours is working on that. Yeah, I don't know. But you don't give room for politicians to nail you down on terrorism. It's a wild and broad allegation that anything can come under.
yes.
So when they wrote Finland, ordinarily I expected that they do what we call the extradite. That they can come home and,
The justice will be meted on him here.
Yes.
yeah, but I don't know why he's being jailed in a country where he did not perpetrate the crime.
Okay, so I wanted to ask this question because a lot of persons have come out in the social media platforms to say that this man styled himself as the Prime Minister of Biafra, and he championed the sit-at-home order, which led to about 700 deaths and a lot of business losses. So I wanted to know, if Finland has the grounds to treat this as terrorism.
It's a terrorist act because one, I want to let us know is that when you declare a parallel government, it's an act of treason. It's a treason offense,
Yes.
and it's under criminality, criminal law.
Yeah.
And he has been in Finland controlling the affairs here. So definitely his sin is two. You are in a particular country, creating mayhem in another place.
Yeah.
So they had to act. And remember, why Finland acted is that he is a citizen
Yes.
of Finland.
It's also part of
So
the politics there.
so that is the reason why he's been tried there. And I want to say it is also good that he didn't come back here.
It would have been worse.
It would have been terrible.
Because I mean, Nnamdi
Nnamdi Kalu's own,
yes,
we have
We
not
don't
finished.
even know the way
We've
forward.
not
Yeah.
finished from it, which we are still soliciting for him to be released unconditionally, like the way Sunday Ogbo or something from the West is moving. Both of them, well, two of them, they committed almost the same kind of offense. if they think there was.
Yes.
But Nnamdi Kanu left the shores because after he was granted bail and was supposed to come back, there was a military invasion in his place, hometown. So he had to flee. And during the course of that, he lost his father. You know, so his own case is quite different. But what we're all saying is that we must always come to a round table. Let's sort these things out and move on.
So it doesn't linger.
So it doesn't linger. If we have to move towards region, let's move on.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So, Mr. Oladimeji, I just want to ask you this question, and you tie it with the question I asked previously. So, there are a lot of supporters of this Simon Ekpa. Some persons are saying that this 6 years imprisonment is actually unfair to him because, I mean, apart from the allegations labeled against him that he still did some, good works here in the southeast, I really want to know if this 6 years imprisonment is actually politically motivated, or what are your take?
Well, I don't think that there is any hand in the sentence he got. However, and I think the 6 years is not commensurate to a prisoners offense. Prison is a capital of the penal code, and he should get more than 6 for it. But my concern majorly is, regardless of either Nnamdi Kanu is still, Nnamdi Kanu is still incarcerated, I think that the Nigerian government messed up with letting that sentence be pronounced in a foreign land. Simon Ekpa is first in Nigeria before he finished dying. So, and the crime he committed is here, back home. Businesses lost, lives lost. We can't return them. I mean, the lives. So, he should answer for the crime here, and I do not think that 6 years is sufficient enough for that crime, though.
Okay.
However, I have some Igbo friends who are saying they are not all right with that 6 years. It should be more. Not all right. So coming back to the earlier question you asked, it's an act of terrorism, outrightly. When you declare yourself as a prime minister of a region, it means, by interpretation, you are segregating that region from Nigeria, the host nation. I mean, the nation that the region is part of, and the government of that nation will not see it any other way than felony.
Okay. Thank you so much for your contribution, Mr. Sacramento and Mr. Oladimeji. But last one, with the punishment, the judgment by the Finland dissident, I wanted to know if this will actually teach Nigerians lessons on how they should enforce laws and also kind of make justice on the places that justice is supposed to be upheld. I just want to get do you think...
We don't learn,
I mean,
we might learn this time.
No, we don't learn. We don't learn. Listen, we don't learn from other people's error. The government don't.
Okay.
We always want that thing
to happen
first. So it doesn't, let me tell you, the truth about it is that, see, we need to come under one umbrella. People, good citizens, active ones,
yes,
had to come together and part a chat way if this country must continue. Because the way things are going on is terrible. That's the truth. We have to sit down and, when you see things that are happening daily, the judiciary system is not functioning. We just talked about INEC. In fact, we have been talking about INEC since more than going to 1 month. It's not functioning. The security system has issue. Just 2 days ago, a military guy was caught that was giving ammunition to the same terrorist people that they are fighting. So, if you go a closer look to the military guy, maybe he might be one of those people that the Boko Haram people that was reintegrated because yes, that's the truth. So If these kind of things keep happening, we're not learning. Look at this young man. Just that we wrote a letter. He was investigated.
Yes.
And they brought everything he has been doing. In fact, when they even showed all his podcasts, he said he was he's a content
The
creator.
content creator, yes.
Do you understand? Now, let's look beyond maybe the mayhem that he might have caused. What are they talking about? How do we fix it? I think that is how you foster unity in the country.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Ladimeji, what are your thoughts on this before we wrap things up?
I think that before we look at this surface event,
Yes.
because there's no smoke with the fire. The response from Ekpa, the response from Mazi Inambikan are coming from a genuine place, even though their methods are off.
Yeah, correct.
But the truth is that there is marginalization of regions, particularly the Southeast region. And if we speak to equity, justice, and fairness, I think we should do the right thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Ordinarily, doing the right thing will stem some security issues. Let me cast it like, look, Comrade said, all of our sectors, all of our institutions are completely down. That is not the lie. Look at the Ministry of Welfare that's responsible for 133 Nigerians by multidimensional poverty. That woman mistakenly sent 44 billion naira to her own account. Money meant for the poor.
Yes.
Come to security. We see every day how the architecture is compromised even by the personnel within the architect. And not just simple personnel, top echelon in the outfit are compromising the security architecture. Come to economy. All of the multinationals, they have left. We continue to decide in our GDP, in our FBI, in our HDI. Come to INEC, completely a no-brainer to discuss because you bring cells. Let's come to judiciary. Kekere Ekun is under ban from traveling to the United States, and she's the CJN.
Yes.
So we are not actually running the country.
We're not.
We are running a
We're not.
right environment.
Yeah?
That's what it is.
It's shameful.
And it is painful.
All right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Oladmeji and Mr. Daniel and Ifoma. It was such an insightful conversation, and I hope that Nigeria can learn their lessons and we can change the mind of Mr. Daniel Sacramento, that we actually learn from other people before it happens to us. But thank you again to our VIP viewers and to you, Mr. Oladmeji, for joining. Remember that the comment section is yours. Drop your comments in the comments. Follow us across all social media platforms at Active Citizens. You can find me on my social media handle at Sharon Nmchuku. And you, Ifoma.
You can find me on Facebook at Oji Sophia and on Instagram at Miss Alex.
Mr. Oladmeji.
I'm always on X. I got all that images.
All right.
Yeah.
And you can always find Mr. Daniel
In the studio.
till we see you this evening. Do have a good morning.